You're watching Decoding Now. Well, the high-stakes summit between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping has concluded in Beijing after 2 days of talks focused on trade, Taiwan and the Iran crisis. While both leaders praised the discussions and spoke of progress in the stabilizing ties, no major breakthrough agreements per se were announced. However, the optics were important. Xi Jinping also has warned of any move on Taiwan that could trigger conflict, while Trump said no decision has been taken on a possible arms trade to the island. But it's also important what happened over Hormuz blockade, where the US said that discussions focused on trade and regional stability. So let me go across to Beijing. We are being joined by Yang Chengxi. He is a reporter with the CGTN. Thank you so much, Yang, for joining us. First question. President Trump and President Xi Jinping have met under the shadow of the Iran war. It was a 2-day bilateral. But however, it was very integral to the entire discussion which has happened. Did President Trump use the opportunity to seek Beijing's help in bringing Iran to the negotiating table? What were the big takeaways?
Well, the situation in Iran is, of course, one of the most focused upon hot-button regional issues that is fixated by a lot of geopolitical experts. And it's been reported that President Donald Trump said that China will be involved in some capacity in helping resolve that issue. But on the Chinese side, the foreign ministry have said yesterday that China's stance on the Iranian conflict, the Iranian issue, has been consistent and firm all the way. It advocates a resolution of the problem in a multilateralist manner, because the foreign minister, Mr. Wang Yi, have had calls with many stakeholders like Egypt, Iran, Israel, and Russia, and many Gulf states for dozens of time in the past weeks and months. And the stance have been really clear. China advocates a stop of all hostilities and opening of peace negotiations, making sure that non-military targets are safe, right, that vital waterways are safe, and that we should make sure that the United Nations Charter should play a vital role in resolving this issue. I mean, in mid-April, President Xi Jinping have raised a 4-point proposal on safeguarding and promoting peace and stability in the Middle East. And that involved things like peaceful coexistence, where all Middle Eastern countries and Gulf states should have a security mechanism, infrastructure, where peace can be worked on in a multilateralist manner. And making sure that national sovereignty and international laws are respected. And this has been China's stance. I mean, not just on the issue of Iran, the two presidents, President Xi and President Trump, have also talked about other issues like the crisis in Ukraine and the situation in the Korean Peninsula and other geopolitical matters like Taiwan as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be an important one. It's not just about the 2 days of bilaterals, but the next 3 years and resetting the ties between the two nations. And of course, as Yang Chengxi has very rightly pointed out, this is also about coming in under the shadow of the Iran war, even as we speak. Thank you so much, Yang Chengxi, for joining us here on the show. With that, we wrap up Decoding Now. Thank you so much for watching.